This journal is now so much of a gator mouth that I have to stand this end up on 4 books. Welcome to 31 Days of Craftoween. As you can see, it is day 17, and we are ready to jump in with our Nightmare Before Christmas Advent opening. All right, we have another Jack. I think this is the 4th Jack that we've gotten in this series, because there was the one where he had like the long hat, like a sleeping hat. There's one he was holding a little snowflake, I think it was, and there was one of him as Santa. Now he's just standing here in his striped suit. We have our prompt list, and today I want to go for a magazine image, 3 stickers to form a triangle, 1 or more buttons, and then I have an idea for a metallic element. So we have a magazine image, 3 stickers to form a triangle, 1 or more buttons, and a metallic element. We'll start with this Better Homes and Gardens Halloween magazine. I was shopping yesterday at Walmart and saw this one and thought that we might be able to find some things that we could use. I've already done a flip through, so I know that there are some black and white images. We just need to pick one. And it kind of starts here. So I could use a part of this image, perhaps, or maybe even like a large part. There are some yellow tones with the candlelight. Here we have some gorgeous black candlesticks. This page might prove more useful. We've got lots of black and whites here. This vase is just gorgeous. Look at this cake. Isn't that cool? I think that's kind of where the black and white images end. There is mostly color, I think, for the rest. Although there are some cute pieces like this little bird here. There's a skull right here. There's a skeleton in someone's fireplace. Oh, and there's this pretty black and white bedding, but I don't think that will be helpful to me. I was really thinking I would pull something from this page, but then also when I saw that cake, I thought, oh, it would be fun to have a cake on there too. We also need to include metallic elements, and I have these metal tags I got at the thrift store for $1, actually 75 cents. The regular price is $1, and then you probably can't see it, but they've written 75 cents here. Stickers. I've got the Nightmare Before Christmas stickers. I've got a bunch of other stickers in my ephemera binder. And buttons. Also at the thrift store, I found this case of buttons, and these 2 sections especially have a lot of black and white ones. While I was at the thrift store, I bought a whole bunch of picture books for a project my students and I are doing. We've decided to go with picture books rather than novels for our altered book thing, which I talked about in one of my earlier videos. Anyway, this particular thrift store, any book they have is like 25 cents. So it's a great place to get books to reuse into something. And I felt so bad because the gal who was checking me out, she's like, oh, I love this book so much. This copy's nicer than the one I have at home. And I was crying inside because I'm going to destroy it, or one of my kids is going to destroy it. Oh, I felt bad, but I have to let go of that. I'm thinking about the spreads that I have enjoyed doing so far, and I really have loved the ones where I've come up with some kind of story, and I feel like I'd love to come up with a story for this one. If we're going to go with the this page, for example, or the one with the full-size cake on it, because the little cake's here, maybe someone's having a party and they're inviting all of their spooky friends. Now that I really think about it, this image is really like speaking strongly to me, because we do have the cake that I thought was so cool, plus all of these like just so many black and white elements. I think I do want to go ahead and cut this out, so I'm going to grab my X-Acto knife really quickly and slice this so I can hopefully get most of the page down. Of course, this will have to be cut down to size to fit the page, but we can do that soon. Now, there is one thing that I will for sure need to cover up here. This is a tip from, of course, the magazine editors. If you're not finding vases with texture, glue plastic flowers and leaves to basic shapes using strong crafts glue such as E6000 adhesive or hot glue, then spray paint everything black. So there's a craft tip for you built in within this video if you're looking to make some textured vases or something for your own Halloween party. A few times in this series, I've talked to you guys about what I'm watching while I craft, and I do this during the parts of the video where I'm not specifically talking to you guys. And the thing that I've been watching, I started the other day and then continued more last night and this morning, is a series on Peacock called A Friend of the Family. It is terrifyingly true, or based on a true story about Jan Broberg and how she was kidnapped essentially twice by the same person who was supposedly a friend of the family. And it is so despicable, the lengths that this guy went to. Oh, look, trimming off, got rid of this part. The man that kidnapped her went to extreme lengths to entrap her family and like cause such distress and chaos in their lives because he fell in love with a little girl. Creeper to the max. I listened to a podcast called True Crime Obsessed. The hosts are Jillian Pensavalle and Patrick Hines. And when they covered the series of the documentary, or not the series, the documentary about the same story, they had some choice names to call the man. I'm not even going to say his name because it makes me want to puke. And I'm also not going to say the names that they chose to call him because I'm trying not to say naughty words. But he is an evil, vile, terrible human being. And, yes. Having said that, the series is so beautifully made. It's set in the 70s, and they have done a phenomenal job with the time period and really painting a picture for what it was like for this family to go through this awful thing. So the production of the series is really well done, I feel. Let me know if any of you guys are watching it as well. It is scary, mostly because it's true. So you can see what happens if I don't have this propped up on some books and notebooks here, but I'm going to try to work with that anyway because it is easier to show you all what I'm doing. I've got the magazine page cut out and I'm going to glue it down. Then we will figure out what we're going to do on this side. Okay, I found this in my stash of printables that I had purchased on Etsy, and I feel like this lady is hosting some kind of fancy party. So she's going to go on this side as the host, and then this will be a picture of her party preparation, I suppose. We will go ahead and ink around this one. It is going to be tricky for me to get this glued down correctly, I can already tell, because of the bulk here. It is only my own fault. I have myself to blame, so I can't complain too much about that. I can only imagine how thick this journal is going to be once we have all 31 spreads made. And actually, the sad part is I have space for more than 31. The front pages and end pages still will have to be decorated. So this is going to be probably laying flat open or even more extreme when all is said and done. All right, we've got our background here, our host and her party. We still need buttons, a metallic element, and 3 stickers. Ooh, is the 3 stickers going to ruin it, though? I definitely don't want to use Nightmare Before Christmas stickers on this spread. We might have to change 3 stickers to 3 pieces of washi. I think that's allowable because washi really is stickers, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think that's going to work to use stickers. So we can still do 3 of something to make a triangle. We're going to take one of these metallic tags, and I want to replace this with something black or white. So we're going to take this out, and maybe I can use it somewhere else later. I do have some ribbon and some narrow pieces of lace, so we can top that. Actually, I have some really narrow white ribbon. Let me look for that. All right, so I've got this ribbon that is see-through, but then white satin on the sides. It is a bit too long, but that's a lot easier to handle than being too short. So the tricky part is going to be getting it through the little hole here. I'll see what I can do and see if it's going to work or be an absolute failure. So I took the ribbon and folded it in half lengthwise, and I'm just trying to get the end of it as tiny as I can so that I can squeeze it through here. Hallelujah, I thought that was actually not going to work. All right, we'll pull the length through the loop and tighten it up. There we go. Now we just need to cut the pieces. Let's see. My idea was to use it on this side of the page. I feel like it's still too long. All right, that's better. This is too plain though, so we need to think of something to put on top of this. Maybe this is where the buttons can go. I've had an idea to do a little like collage thing underneath that metal tag. I have a black tag here, and I thought it might be fun to kind of add these, but also for something fun, I've got a white feather. Would that be too much? Or like, should the feather be going this way? Yeah, I don't think the feather will fit. In that case, is that going to be too much black? I feel like we need something here. Maybe the washi tape. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll get some washi tape. Isn't this black tag cute though? I will definitely need to use this somewhere else. What kind of washi tape do I want here? What's going to make the metallic pop? Will it look better against black, against white? We've already got very dark colors here. So there's at least something behind this. However, I still feel like I need something on top. And I have some really good black and white stickers that are pretty translucent. I'm wondering if one of those would work to place on top of this. I found a sticker that looks a lot like just written text, letters. There's a couple of flowers here. And I thought of that as like maybe the party invitation. So I added that to the metal tag. And I had to undo the ribbon and redo it, but it still looks fine. So we're going to put that down and then add a couple of buttons on top of it. And then we'll use some more washi to create a triangle, and that might be it for today. All right, that's going to do it for this one. It is very simple and straightforward and not a lot of bulk, which is frankly something necessary. So thank you so much for watching with day 17. Please come back for day 18. And in the meantime, have a wonderful, magical, and spooky day. Happy crafting. Adios.